Hey, this is Eric Hunter here, and I just wanted to do a quick video on detecting energy. So, um, I talk about like my pendulums that they have different energy qualities, and I also talk about that with my arrowhead pendants that I make. And you might be wondering, like, how do you detect energy? Like, how do you know if something has good energy or bad energy, or what kind of effect it has on the energy field? So in this video, I just wanted to show you like a couple of really quick ways that you can start detecting energy on your own or practice this. All right, so let's just take a pendulum. So here is the new Akashic Records pendulum, really pretty pendulum here. And this one has really strong energy. So there are a couple different ways I do this. So one way you can detect energy is just take your hand and slowly put it under the pendulum. And you will feel, if you're sensitive to this, pressure on your palm. Now, let me tell you right now, if you have fine hair, you're more likely to feel it, because people with very fine hair are more sensitive to energy than people with thick, coarse hair. So if you have a lot of trouble sensing energy, what kind of hair? Do you have really thick, coarse hair? Because you may just not be particularly sensitive and you may have difficulty doing this. It's just something interesting I just noticed. All right, so anyway, so the general thing is, though, you just practice. Take your pendulum, slowly put it over the palm of your hand, and you should feel like a pressure on your palm. And each pendulum will have a different sensation. So this one is very strong, so it has a very intense pressure that I can feel. It literally feels like someone's almost pushing down on the skin of my palm. Now, if you try this and you don't feel it, try like closing your eyes and doing it and just slowly moving it towards it. You might think you're imagining it, but just try to notice the most subtle sensation. Now, when I do this, literally on my palm, I feel like a tickling sensation. And it's really weird, but when you start noticing it, if you train yourself to become aware of this, just try to notice the subtlest thing when you put it over. Do you notice it? Do you feel it or not? And after a while, you'll start to notice, and it will become stronger, you're noticing, because you'll become more and more aware of it. And after a while, you'll be able to take a pendulum, hold it over your hands, and see if the energy is good or not. If the energy is not good, it's going to make your palm like itch. It's going to feel like you want to scratch it. You're going to want to take it away. But if the energy is good, it's either going to be strong, like this is good, but it's strong. It doesn't make me itch or anything like that, but I can definitely feel it's like a pressure on my palm. And when I take it up and put it down, I can feel sensations happening in my palm. When I move it over, I can feel it like tracing a line over my palm. Some of my other pendulums that have different energy qualities will just feel like warmth or something coming off of it. And that's the other thing too. You may not sense the energy the same way as other people do. So be open to the idea that there could be multiple ways that you might interpret that energy. So like I said, warmth, you might feel warmth versus cold, or you might even hear like little sounds or something. There are different ways you might feel something else in a different part of your body. So there are ways. People are going to differ in how they respond to this because we're all unique at some level. But this is just one way to get started. Now I want to show you another way to sense energy. You can do it through the pendulum, or you can do it like with these pendants that I've made. So here's one pendant I made, and it's made of jasper. Here's another one. These are all jasper pendants that I made. Jasper is a really nice healing stone. Here's another one I made here out of jasper. All right, so if I take one of these pendants and I put it very, very slowly, I move it right over where my heart is, approximately center of my chest, like right here. The heart's a little over, but the basic region of the heart, you can feel sensations. It's really cool. So when I make one of these, I test it out. I just slowly put it on my chest, and I feel like, what sensations do I feel? And some of them, like, they relax me right away, and I'll just yawn like crazy, have a total release of tension. Other ones, I'll feel like a sense of euphoria, like mild euphoria, like you feel energized, or you feel like the world has really opened up all of a sudden. Each one has a different effect, it's really fascinating. And the reason why this works is because your heart has a lot of nerves in it. It's like a nervous system. It has senses all of its own. And so another way to detect energy, and you can do this with a pendulum too, is put it near your heart. And if you slowly bring it towards your heart, you can feel sensations. Now, with the pendulum, yeah, when you put it around, you can just feel it. It's not as pronounced as with these, because the way to really feel it would be to have this part pointing straight at heart. So you have to lie down to do it, and yeah, and it's only so far I'm willing to go for this video. You don't want to see me lying down and all this stuff. Anyway, but basically, if you held it like this, you'd really feel it. And if someone just slowly, or if you lie down on the floor and or someone just slowly runs it over your chest, you will feel it really strongly. Once you get in the region of the heart, you'll feel it on your chest. Now, with these pendants here that I've created, the reason why you feel it so strongly, doing it this way, is because they've got these wires wrapped around them, and the stone itself has like a shape. So the stone itself is affecting your energy field, and then the wires are also, they're conducting energy because they're like conductors of electricity. But since the pendant is being held by a string, not a chain, the energy stays in the pendant. So it just radiates your personal energy around the stone. And then the stone itself, it has like properties that affect your energy field, and then it's pointing down so you really can sense it. So those are two ways that you can learn to detect energy. So the first one is you could just slowly take an object like a pendulum and just put it over the palm of your hand until you sense it. Or you can lie down and have someone put it over your heart region. If you get a pendant of some sort, like if you got one of my energy pendants here, the way you can detect the energy or sense the energy is just take it. You can close your eyes or do it with eyes open, either way. Just very slowly put it toward your body and notice any sensations. Like right when I get here, I really start to feel like a lot happening. It's really wild. It feels like really nice, tingly sort of pressure that's very pleasant, extremely pleasant. And then you bring it down, and then I can feel it like going into you can literally feel it like going into your energy field. It's fascinating. And then once it gets on your body, it feels different. It has like even different effect. And like this feels really good. Like I'm feeling a little blissed out right now while doing this. It's kind of fun. Yeah, so that's way like, so if you like get one of these, try it out, see what effect it has. When you're trying out, like, let's say you see a necklace at the store or a pendant or something, you want to see what effect it's going to have on your energy. Just take it and slowly put it towards your heart and see what happens. Like, what do you feel? And practice this, because like I said, you can learn the skill. When I first started, I didn't really feel much. If you get any pendulum, take every pendulum you have in your house and try it and start learning to notice, are there differences? Because once you get good at this, it's very subtle, but once you pick it up and you start doing it, you can tell right away if a pendulum's going to be good or bad. Same thing with these pendants. Like I make a lot of these, but I test them all, and I only sell the ones that actually have good energy, because I make a bunch of them that are really good looking, but the energy is really like flat or really not that good. So like I don't sell those as pendants, because I only want to sell ones that have good energy, that affect your energy in a good way. So but you can test for yourself and try it out. So it's just kind of fun. Anyway, I hope this video was useful for you. Maybe if you have a different way to detect energy, post it below. I'd love to hear it. And yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you around. Have a great day. Bye.